Hey there, ghosts and ghouls. Warlock Boo here. Today, I'm reviewing a Halloween episode of My Little Pony for this spectacular month of October. I'll be reviewing Luna Eclipse. Now, Luna Eclipse, if you don't know, and why I'm reviewing it on this one, is the My Little Pony episode that introduces Nightmare Night, a very spooky holiday, and also shows you the first time Princess Luna reformed. You really get a good look at her this time and her personality. And I decided it would be a perfect thing to review on this. Now, the episode starts with Spike, for some strange reason, dressed as a dragon. No, he's in a dragon costume. Which makes me think, you're a dragon already. Dress as something creative. That's like me. Dressing as a ghost. That doesn't make sense. Why would you dress as what you already are? Nightmare Nights and Halloween in particular dress as something different. I mean, come on. Although Twilight comes down in a nice little outfit she had sewed apparently that no one understands. This is also one of our first looks at what Starbeard the Swirled or something like that looks like. A very important character. So this episode has a couple of few actually important things for the Pony universe. And of course, Pinkie Pie's dressed as a chicken and trick-or-treating with kids because she wants candy, but I do that all the time. I'm short, so when I go with my kids, people just think I'm trick-or-treating and candy, and that is awesome. But we also get to see Pipsqueak, little pirate Pipsqueak, saying this is his first Nightmare Night. But he's the same age, I thought, as the Cutie Mark Crusaders, so how is this his first Nightmare Night? Is he younger than I thought? A super genius, maybe? Or his parents just very protective? I mean, he's small, he kind of looks sickly. Maybe he's sickly and he's never got to do it. But then we skip to a scene where you get a nice little look out at Nightmare Night. Look at all the characters. And them talking about leaving candy for Nightmare Moon so she doesn't gobble you up. And I actually think this tradition is kind of neat. Get the candy, you leave some, get to keep a bunch, but you dress as costume so when Nightmare Moon comes, she can't see you, and she doesn't gobble you up, and she takes the candy and leaves and doesn't come back for you. Which is a neat little thing. Except Nightmare Moon don't exist no more. Luna is now just Luna. So, yeah, why do they still celebrate this? Why hasn't Celestial put an end to it? Well, I kind of think, why should she? Why should she? The people obviously like this holiday. And I think Celestial, she doesn't have a very handsy approach. She kind of points people in the right direction. Thinking she's hoping this becomes more of a holiday about Luna in general, instead of a Nightmare Moon. Maybe a holiday to celebrate Luna and really what she does. Because Luna, even when she's not Nightmare Moon, is a kind of spooky character. She's different than Celestia, who's very sweet and caring acting, kind of prankstery, but still. Luna's more intimidating. She may be smaller, but she's scarier acting. Even in her nicest moments, she's very strict acting. She's very serious. And I think that's kind of what Celestia was hoping. Maybe a nice celebration just for Luna. Now, we get one of the coolest entrances the show has, where Nightmare Moon, if they think it's Nightmare Moon, comes on a carriage driven by bat ponies. Bat ponies exist. We never see them again, but they exist. I want to see them again. Are they Luna's personal guards? Are they vampires? I need to know more facts about this because they look freaking awesome. Were they just dressed up for Nightmare Night? And Luna jumps down, and her cloak becomes bats. I mean, how badass looking is that? I mean, that is just awesome. And of course, everyone freaks the shit out. Everyone's cowering in fear, running away. I mean, what would you have done? And I've heard over and over again, why aren't the ponies willing to accept her? Why aren't they this? Why? Well, so many years and generations, they've had beat into their head. Nightmare Moon is evil. Nightmare Moon is terrifying. Nightmare Moon is scary. So this is their first real interaction with Luna. And they can't separate Luna from Nightmare Moon. And her coming on this night of all nights that Nightmare Moon's supposed to come is scary. It's terrifying. They don't know that it's just Luna. They don't know. She should have come before this. She should have made a proclamation. I'm coming to your festival to see how it is. See your festival that talks about me. She should have said this before, not surprised them. I do see some faults in Luna for that. But at the same time, she's constantly busy. She's getting used to her new role again, how she has to be. And she probably doesn't have time. So to her, this is a big show. But to the others, it's scary. She's scaring them. And I can understand that. The only one that's not scared is Twilight, which we get to her trying to help Luna interact with the ponies. And I understand why Fluttershy in this is terrified of Nightmare Night. She's so timid. She's so nervous. I get that. But she knows Nightmare Moon isn't Nightmare Moon anymore. She was there. She should be okay with Luna. Pinkie Pie does nothing to help the situation because every time Luna does anything, she runs and screams. Applejack's the only one that really tries to help. She's there. She gives them help. She gives them things and gets her to have fun in the games. The ponies, though, they are way too easily scared in this. I mean, it just makes them just seem so timid and scared. I mean, it's dumb. Why are they so easily scared? They live near the Everfree Forest. They see things like this daily. So why are they so easily scared of this? My theory is that it's Nightmare Night. I mean, people are naturally more nervous on Halloween and stuff like that, even though there's no reason to be. But everything goes awry. People scream, people run. And I seriously want to kill Pinkie Pie in this episode. Because Twilight gets Pinkie Pie over to Nightmare Moon. She starts to not get scared. And Rainbow Dash scares her. And she freaks out. And Luna leaves. And then you hear from Pinkie Pie, oh, she knew it was all fake. Of course, it's fun being scared. I want to slap Pinkie for that. So she is purposely making people scared of Luna, who is having an incredibly hard time with this. An incredibly difficult time. And just poking fun at it. I mean, you're doing that to a princess, Pinkie. A princess who at one point thought no one liked her, so became evil. You're really doing this? Really? That is so stupid. I mean, people blame Dash all the time for the lightning at the wrong time. But at least she's not making people afraid of Luna, who could easily become Nightmare Moon again at this point. She has just reformed. She is not fully reformed. She is trying. And it's hard to see that. It's actually kind of sad. But Twilight gets her to do a scary bit for the kids who run off and scream. And then they come back and tell her they liked it. No. Kids don't do that. They're scared. They're not going to come back. They're not. My kids, if they get scared of a room, I got to go in it with them. They're not going to come back without a parent, without an authority figure to come with them. I mean, come on. Featherweight, really? He's the one that comes over and is like, oh, that was so fun. Can you do it again? Why? What kid comes back? What kid hadn't run home and cried? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. But there's things I do get. Luna kept talking in that big loud voice, saying we, saying thy, big deep voice, because that's what time period she technically last was in Equestria, when they talk like that, when they separated themselves from the people. She doesn't know But Celestia has worked to make a bond with the people and working closer with the people. So she has to get used to that. And she doesn't know always, it seems like, her magic. She's not used to it. Because remember, she's been locked in away for 1,000 years. So she hasn't realized her magic, how it works fully. And that it's scary, it's terrifying, it's dark. Because one thing about Luna is her magic thrives from darkness, thrives from night. So it's naturally scarier. It's not forbidden, it's not evil, it's just more scary. She is nightmares. She is dreams. So it makes sense that what she does is scarier. I mean, yes, she tries to help people with their nightmares, but she is Nightmare at the same time. Remember, she was Nightmare Moon. She's probably still getting used to using her magic in different ways. She was locked away with it thousands of years. So, yeah. This whole episode, I think, gives us some input, though. Shows us Starbeard the Swirled, or Star Swirled Bearded, something like that. Lets us see Nightmare Night. It gives us a good look at Luna and her awesome entrance. And it lets us see how their holiday works. And a lot of neat background ponies. I do got to give a shout out to Big Mac. His costume is awesome. But, yeah, I think it does give us some neat look at the pony culture. But I don't like the lesson fully. I know what the lesson is, but it feels like saying scare people and they'll be your friends. And that just doesn't make sense. I mean, when I was a kid, if you kept scaring your friends, it started getting old and they didn't want to be your friends anymore. But I guess because it's Nightmare Night, I guess because April Fool's Day, people can be assholes and people are still your friend after, maybe? I don't know. But I watched the episode. It gives you a lot of information. It's just Pinkie Pie's annoying and really should have been slapped at some point in this episode. It is not one of her finer episodes. But, yeah. It's a nice episode for Luna, in fact, especially if you're a Luna fan or want to get to know Luna. It's a great episode for that. And personally, it did help create the whole Nightmare Night horror story genre that the My Little Pony fanfics are great with, especially the Candy Mare. Ooh, that one's a good one. I still want them to do an episode where they at least acknowledge that story, the Candy Mare. Just mention it and people shiver and they don't have to ever mention it again. But until then, what did you think of this? Do you think I'm overreacting at how Pinkie Pie acted? Do you think it was a great episode and there's no flaws in it? Do you hate me and want to let me know? Comment below and subscribe. I'm doing these reviews once a month, maybe twice, seeing how everyone does, and they'll always be on a Thursday. But until then, this has been Warlock Boo, hoping to be spoken y'all later. Bye.
Audio Jungle.